more time, fool.
Hey, if you like what you see, subscribe, like, and share.
In the DMV and we work. The podcast cool, but they not like us. Talking real DC, so what's up? Hey, from DG to Moco, fly shit, go from South.
What's going on, good people? And welcome to Foote's Tuesday. Foote's Tuesday is a podcast I put together once I realized that the homies was coming over every Tuesday to partake in some adult libations like this one given to me by my man Kwame, as we get lit and we talk shit about basketball. And occasionally we have a guest. Look, but not just any guest. We're talking about DC's royalty, the DMV's finest basketball coaches as well as up and coming stars. But before I tell you about who's here on the south side of Washington, D.C., they're sitting over there in a big chair, let me salute All Stars Investments. And now, from Phelps High School, Wilman Robinson.
Thank you, my good man. Thank you, my good man. Appreciate it. Always good. Always
man.
good, man.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Let me tell you this. I like to start off the podcast with a story.
Okay.
So, you got a league, a 35 and over league.
We go there?
Yeah. We at the foundation.
Okay.
It's your team. I'm on your team. First of all, we got a mob. Starting with me. You, Smalley, Big A. That was a mob. Enos Watley. Yeah. And
Enos.
yeah, exactly. Ronnie was the point guard, right? God bless the dead.
Yeah, God bless. Yeah.
Exactly. So we got a mob. But when you're in, I'm on the bench. And when I'm in, you're on the bench. So
we subbing for each other?
We subbing for each other. It's your mob. You got to start off and all
but
that.
I'm a nice guy, man.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a nice guy.
So I don't know if you remember this. So I'm bumping real good, Pep. I'm bumping real good out there, man. But we down. Some odd reason with that mob, we down. And you get subbed in, I sit down, but I'm antsy on the bench. I'm antsy. So I check myself in for you.
You ain't do nothing. How you gonna do like the owner of the league, the owner of the team?
He asked you to play.
And you,
I was.
hey man, you must have came out there and did some monster stuff.
No. Let me tell you this. We lost the game, but at the end of that sucker, you don't even cuss, Pep. But I felt like you cursed me out in the moment.
I should have. I should still be cussing your ass
right
out.
now.
Right now. And you gonna say you subbed me out and we lost? Hey man. See what I'm saying, man? That'll do it right there. That'll do it. So that's the way to start this over.
That's the way we're gonna start.
We're gonna start this over. So that's how this is.
Are you? And I may be way wrong for saying this. Are you the originator of the 35 and over?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm quite sure there's other guys. 35 and over came about because we all grew up in age. We started playing as unlimiteds, you know, and we had some great talent coming through. We started at the cathedral.
Good enough.
So that's where it actually originated from. And we had a couple of guys there, man. Especially you had the HU mob, you had Virginia Shooters. I'm trying to remember what was the name of Singletary and Terry Lancaster, all those guys, man. We had some great competitive games.
Yeah.
You know, me and my homie Tank. You know, we used to give up our Saturdays and Sundays, man, just to watch that basketball all day long. I remember one time us having like 36 teams.
Wow.
Something like that.
That's
all playing on that weekend.
That's unheard of.
We had guys
just on a Saturday?
Saturday and Sunday. Remember, we was doing both days. So we would do, Lil T, man, who used to open the gym for us.
Yeah.
He got us started with the Mr. T, man. So all that stuff, man, was good. And if you were
Grady.
If you were basketball, you got a chance to play.
Yeah. But not just that, you're talking about some guys who's played on a high level, man. Ooh. I mean, exactly, man. So I'm to say that your league rivaled other leagues out here.
Right.
May have been better than,
Right.
certain leagues. We don't have to mention any names, but, as a curator of that, I mean, how do you feel? How does that make you feel, man? You got guys out here bumping.
Well, it was special. At that point in time, all of us were pretty still active players. So since we were playing and we were active, it made it a lot easier to pull some of the other guys that had played before us or played with us, this, that, and the other. So, it was a lot, and it was man. We talking about fun, man. There was some times where you just wanted to just sit back and watch. We had games, man, where the who's who. We were just naming guys. I'm just thinking about guys that a lot of people don't see, like Mr. Jennings from Denver. He would come with the Virginia Shooters, and they bought Adrian Autry. They bought, who's man. They bought everybody, and then we had players, and then you talk about Sherman and Sherman Douglas, and man, you just had everybody. So if you played here and had a connection with anybody, we had guys that would come here from out of town, and they would play. So it was a good time, man. It was a good time.
So
great time.
We can talk about them all day long till we blue in the face.
Yeah.
we here for you. Phelps High School.
Good God Almighty.
You want to say something about Phelps?
Good God Almighty. Man, that's the old tree, man. That's the old tree. Hey, you bring back them memories, man. 81. 81. There was some great games. That's the inner high. There was times, man, you got Anthony Jones, Bill Martin. You have a lot of those guys, man, that I got a chance to actually play against a little bit. And what do you say?
I'm glad you mentioned that. The inner high. I try to get guys to go in detail about the inner high. I mean, you're talking about playing against the best of the best in 81. Who are some of those guys, man?
Man, you got Tyrone Shaw. And like I said, you just got a plethora of guys, man. 81 was that year. Johnny Dawkins, all those guys played, man. So that's a good year, man.
So Phelps doesn't have a rich history. And if I'm saying something wrong, please stop me, okay? We're talking about...
Man, we didn't have a rich history because we had something else. We had trades.
Okay.
We had trades, man. Back then, man, when you talking that time and age, they didn't look at us as basketball players. They when they came to Phelps, man, they look at us as workers.
Okay.
Guys that's coming in, man. You go to, like, we talking about it. So part of this is from like where we are now in our area, that where we are here. I'm a Southeast guy. So being from Southeast, I attended Kramer and all that. But being a Southeast guy, sort of the area sort of catches up with you a little bit. So when the area catches up with you a little bit, your parents get a little afraid. So your parents say, okay, well, we're going to give you a different look. So that's how I ended up over at Phelps. Because it was a different look. Because here in D.C., Southeast D.C., I'm not going to say there's anything bad about growing up in Southeast D.C. because it isn't. It's all on who you migrate to. So, some of the people that I migrated to wasn't the best. But I love them just the same.
Right.
And there's a difference. There's a difference when it comes to that type of stuff.
So Phelps is currently closed. But...
No, I think it's open.
Is it open?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Career Center is open. Actually, it's a new school name.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's new. Trying to remember, I visited. Man, it's been a while. Maybe about 8-9 years ago. And it's real nice. It's a nice school. Yeah. It's nice now.
So in Phelps history, you've had 5 guys that were all met. Yeah. Again, not a rich history. We talking about Ben Worley. You're talking about Herb Gray, James Garvin, Kenneth Key, and a guy who's actually been on Foote Tuesday. My man's in them. Gerald Hilliard.
Gerald Hilliard.
So your lineage, your Phelps connections, where do you stand in that history? You was giving them people buckets, pal.
Boy, I get a bucket.
But
I get a bucket.
You was a tough chuck.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said. Now I got some guys that was difficult to check, and begrudgingly I'm gonna say you were a tough check. I should just. But for some, no, real life. It was hard to kind of. I don't know. It's just he has a different. Yeah, and I just couldn't pick up on the pattern. But yeah, what you as a basketball player?
Well, I mean, but you change and you migrate with the way the basketball game is done. I was always a player that wanted to think and process the game. So I'm always trying to find something that I can take advantage of.
Gotcha.
And that's pretty much how the flow of a game goes. Period. So when you get a chance, you take a little bit from this person, you take a little bit from that person, and take a little bit from this, and you bring it all home, you know, and you try to do it. And that's one of the things that you love about DC's, because DC is so enshrined with talent, you know, and we talking about, man, guys, man, that never played, never did anything of that nature, but they were still great athletes.
Right.
And that was a lot of guys, man. That you can't even begin and go down the line, man. You start talking about guys that didn't play and still turned out to be pretty good. And you got a chance to play against them thinking that you were all that in a bag of chips. And they burn you up. You know, and you like, man, you don't even play.
Right.
You know, and they like, man, yeah, I do this, I do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well.
So some people obtain their legendary status from what they did on the basketball court. Other people obtain their legendary status by what they did off the basketball court. Some obtain it by sheer name recognition. You, my friend, in my humble opinion, have attained your legendary status for all three. Which one do you appreciate the most?
Coaching. I love where I am now. Giving back. I love because when coaching from small, middle school, up to high school, it's always been a blessing to watch a kid grow into something, especially on the basketball court. So, and you have a hand in it, you know, and you get a chance, man, to watch those kids smile because they always want to please you, right? You know, so when they touch the floor, they don't want to ever do anything wrong that the coach is going to say something to them about. And that's the same thing with us. When we grew up and we came, whoever was teaching us or instructing us in life, mentoring, whatever, we wanted to please them if we respected them. And that's the one thing that we're missing in our culture right now is the younger generation respecting the older generation. So we have to sort of like the older generation has to understand how to play both lines. You know, how to go in between both lines. So you have to be able to talk to the younger generation and also relate to them.
For sure.
You know, that's the only way you get that balance. And coaching has taught me that. You know, coaching has taught me when I go and I'm coaching high school, or if I'm coaching like right now, you know, I'm coaching a 6th grade team. I'm actually an assistant coach because the head coach is somebody that's true and dear to my heart, which is a guy that I argue with on a daily basis. You know, my son, your mom.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Get out of here!
So he's coaching. He's the head coach.
That's cool.
And you know,
You see how he slid that?
I gotta say, you know, that's my man, man. That's my man.
Oh, man.
That's my man. So I got it. You know, I get a chance to teach him how to give back.
Yeah.
Because you got to look at with you and with all you guys. We started bump and run. when I started Bump and Run, he was running all over the court, all over the court. So you figure he grew up in basketball. Yeah. He's grown up in basketball so much that once he started playing college basketball, he sort of lost the love because it was too much all at one time.
Got it.
Okay? So, but that's not saying he lost the love to play, the passion to compete at that level. But he's always been a mental kid. So that's one thing that AAU does now that it didn't do when we were coming up.
Gotcha.
AAU now is overkill. You know, at least I believe so.
I agree.
Because you look at a lot of this where kids are practicing 4 or 5 days out of the week.
Right.
And they ate.
Crazy. Trainers.
I mean, these kids are running sets and pressing and stagger screens. They going through the whole motion.
Right. Starting that muscle memory early.
Yeah, and but where's the fun?
Great point. Yeah.
See, so, and especially if you as a coach are a competitive coach. So if you're a competitive coach and and you're coaching for these programs, you want to win.
Right.
So the first thing you do is direct it at that 8-year-old. That 8-year-old doesn't know any better
At all.
You know, he just wants to have fun. So after you finish the game and y'all lost by 50, the 8-year-old trying to figure out what the next popsicle will be.
Yeah.
You know, but we all coaches all locked in, man. Hey, we gotta do this, we gotta practice, we gotta do that. 8-year-old kid like, oh, we lost, so what? We got a butt cook. They go cry for a second.
Yeah.
But that's the world that we live in now. If you don't put the 8-year-old kid out there, then by the time he's 14, he's super behind. He's super behind. I mean, I have kids all the time say, "Hey man, coach, I want to get into basketball. What grade you in?" "I'm in the 9th. You ever played organized basketball before?" "Yeah." "No, I ain't never played." You can forget it. You can forget it, man.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not gonna say forget it because I never tell anybody to not go after your dream.
Right.
You know, when it comes to that. But I'm gonna say you're so far behind that in this day and age, they don't want to take a chance on
At what age?
14.
That's crazy.
14.
I mean,
14 if you
very true, but yeah.
14. Yeah.
If you're in 6'8".
If
you're in John.
But I mean, but they'll take a 6'8" kid and sit him on the sideline. He'll never play a minute. But the layup line look good.
Look good. Look real
Yeah,
good.
the layup line look good.
Talk to us about Bump and Run. I mean, it's something you created. I mean, and some people would think it was just adult basketball, but it doesn't just encompass adult basketball. Talk to us about that.
Well, Bump and Run was originally, like you said, the men's league that we started up. And as a spinoff of that men's league, since my son was coming up, I went in realm to trying to get him into AAU basketball. So putting him in AAU basketball made me realize that it's a lot of different branches into this. Some AAU programs do it for money.
Right.
Some AAU programs really care about the kids and do it for that. And some AAU programs are prestige. So I end up being with a program that I wasn't very fond of, you know, after a while, because my son at that point in time wasn't at that level.
Yeah.
So I figured it needed to be done to where he had an opportunity to grow. And instead of me staying with a program that for the prestige and knowing that they honestly put their worth into the kid and they help the kid and so forth, I end up creating Bump and Run.
Right.
So when I created Bump and Run, we started with a group of kids, and you know, we played a team when we first started.
Ooh, it is.
I was still screaming at night.
Right.
I still scream at night. Get back! Get back! Cut him off! You know, I still scream. And that team, I don't know if it's still in existence. It was called the Classics.
Okay.
And it was a team made up of, you know, the other color.
Yeah.
So they passed and they cut. And they passed and they cut.
Yes, it did.
And they back cut, they face cut, they corner cut, they cut. And man, that team beat the brakes off us.
Got an ugly out there.
Oh man, I think we lost by probably 40.
Ooh, you put the number out there.
Yeah,
okay.
like 40.
Okay, I'll
50.
take that.
But we, you know, it was a learning experience.
Yeah.
We got larger, we got better,
Mm-hmm.
and we got a chance to see them again.
Oh, how that feel?
Once we got better, you know, so the first time we saw them, it was nice close game. I think even I want to say we won by like 4.
Okay.
You know, nice close game. From that point on, the kids started getting their confidence,
Right.
and that's half the battle when it comes to the sport.
Indeed.
You know, if you're confident, you can do anything you want to do.
Anything you want.
Anything you want to do. If you confident, nobody can tell you can't go a certain place if you feel like, hey man, I can do this. And once they got that moxie about them, oh man, it was kick teeth from that point on. From there.
Talk to us about name recognition, bro. Who don't know Pep in the city? And if you don't know him, come on, man, you talk your shit, man. It's all right.
Can you say age? Can you say age?
You can say
Say age. Say being able to walk in all parts of life.
There it is, right?
You know, I can communicate with everybody. I can communicate with the guys that do this. I can communicate with the bankers. And it's easy as long as you have that capacity where people will talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't found anyone, and I know I have them out there, but I haven't found anyone that honestly say, I don't mess with you at all, I don't like you. You know, most people that I talk to or that know of me always say, man, I hear everything about you. And the biggest thing is something that you just touched on. A lot of people that haven't met me that know of me, first thing they'll say is, man, they told me you don't never get mad. They tell me you don't never cut. I say, well, and I say to them is, I've changed.
Yeah.
When I was here, in this area, oh man, I was loose cannon.
Right.
But I'm not a loose cannon, you know. When I met Dredd and Tommy and those guys, I had to calm it down, man. I had to calm it down.
You gotta mention that man. That bum.
Yeah.
What has he done? Man, you gotta talk about that.
You know, my man Lee know me, man. Lee say, man, Pep, good dude, man. He picked me up, you know, he knocked me down. After Sherman fouled me real hard, you know. He I go pick him up, man. Hey, you all right, cuz? Pick your lip up, you know. But yeah, man, so that's, you know, that's the narrative for me, man. I just like, especially at this age now, you know, being able to get back, being able to talk to people and relate with people. My joy, you know, as I say, is being able to watch the kids. I mean, I get a little blush.
What I really dig about you is that you can't keep you in a box. You know what I'm talking about? You think out of the box. I mean, some people's basketball career starts on the basketball court and it ends on the basketball court. But we're talking about you. We just talk about a few things. You actually bumping for real. You creating bump and run, the 35 and over, the AAU program that you created, but you also are known for designer. Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah.
I mean, how in the? Listen, man. What I love about that is that there's so many young black guys who hooped and they think their career has to be over with for the sheer fact that they can't bump no more. They had a major injury. What you have done is you have put out. You say, listen, man. you can continue on in basketball, just in a different format, man. Talk about the clothing. Talk about the design.
Well, I mean, you look at life, man. Life has different trees to it. And you just have to figure out which branch you want to qualify.
Come on, Pat, with that shit talk.
So when it comes to that, man, it's like, you look at all the different things, the different ambiances that you like to get in. Who doesn't love clothing?
Right.
I mean, and like you said, basketball, football, anything sports related, we all got clothing. I mean, when I opened my first shop, which was on St. Barnabas Road, God rest his soul, my partner then was a guy named William Fuller, and he was a fireman and he passed away. But when we opened that, we had, what was that, rugged wear. So we talking eons ago, 30, 40 years, So we looked at what they were doing. So you would always buy wholesale from them. And we took it a step further. I was like, well, we can buy from these places, but we have our own identity, our own thing of what we wanted to do. And it just helped enhance it because at that point in time, I was just starting the league up as well.
Okay.
So I was able to start giving you guys some of the things that we were trying to put out there. Yeah. So that helped. But for the most part, man, it's just your encouragement and your enthusiasm to just want to do things. I mean, I got it honestly. My father was an entrepreneur.
There it is.
So my father and mother, and since they were entrepreneurs, they had a grocery store right there at 7th and F Street, Northeast. So pretty much I grew,
that's historic right in and of itself.
Yeah. Okay. So, I grew up a lot. So I knew a lot of people from that side, Northeast, all the way over here. So that helped broaden my specter of people knowing me. Yeah. So it was, like I said, it just grows. It just grows. I just wish, like I said, that we as people can all get together and share stories and bring the younger culture up there with us.
Man, I done bought uniform, man. Forget all that, man. I done bought uniform. I ain't never get no discount, man.
You sure? You sure? I know me. Look out.
I'm gonna get a discount.
I know me. Look up. You must have bought it from my wife.
You that talk about you need it.
She must have bought it from my wife. She ain't give it no man. Hey, man, she is Chinese. Them people there, man, don't get nobody no discount.
Right.
But it's been a ride, man. It's been a ride. I enjoy it.
What else you got going on? I mean, in the community as a whole, what do you got going on that you want to champion?
Nah, I'm slowing down now, man. Okay. My passion now is to watch my son grow. Yeah. And my daughter grow. She's in her last year at Maryland. So, watch her get into what she's gonna get into. I think she's wants to be a psychiatrist.
Wow. Okay.
So,
how old is your son?
How old is that? 24. Yeah. So he's looking to get into IT. So I'm proud of them, man. They good. They good. They good. I'm proud of them.
We'll get you out of here on this DC rapid fire.
Oh, here we go. I always got some shit.
Right.
I don't cuss that much, but I know they always got some shit with me. Come to this side, man. You got to have some shit.
Yeah, we're on the south side.
Yeah, we all come to this side. Come to this side. All right.
Your favorite mystic?
Player?
Yeah.
Said I only know one. Ooh, Della.
That's typically everybody's response.
Yeah, she's a bucket.
Oh, thank you.
She's a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your favorite wizard?
Are there any more left? I mean, I'm a Golden State fan.
Oh, but you right here in the city, though.
I'm a Golden State. No, that's because I choose players.
Okay.
I like players. In basketball, I like players. Yeah. And, man, I can sit up and watch Steph all day. I can just watch, man. Just his movement, his work ethic. I could watch him all day. I love KD. You know, obviously, KD homegrown. You know, you gotta love Braun.
No, for sure.
You know, so you can just go down the list, man. When you're a basketball junkie, you know, you can go down the list.
But no wizard.
But Jordan Poole over here now.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna watch him mess the record up. But
hopefully not.
Yeah, but I mess with Cools.
The most influential person in your basketball career. I think you hinted to it earlier.
The person that I say I respected the most as I was coming up, that taught me the most, would probably be Guy Arnold.
Say that name again.
Guy Arnold.
Okay.
He's from here. Guy took a liking to me when I was younger, and he helped me through a lot of my adversities.
Okay.
You know, through all of this, and he helped me along with a couple of other friends of mine. He was pretty much a great mentor for us, along with some of the coaches, Coach Pete, those guys. But
he was a coach.
Guy was a player.
Oh,
He was just a dominant player. He was somebody. Guy, matter of fact, he used to play in a lot of the leagues that we played in.
okay.
He's older than I am, but he was one that I really looked at when we're talking influential in this area.
Yeah.
He's one that I really looked at and respected.
Nice.
But it's a lot of guys, man. You start name dropping, man. You got guys like Delonte Taylor.
Okay.
He was influential because when I used to go, everything was about the Urban Coalition back in the day.
Yes, indeed.
So you get a chance to see guys cut up like that, boot knee. Just like I said, man, and
legends.
It's history, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You get a chance to play with them, play against them. Hey, man, it's great basketball, man. It's just DC, like they say, is a safe haven. I mean, is that haven? Basketball world, in the basketball world.
Exactly.
Yeah, we done been a lot of places, man, but it's nothing like this chocolate city.
Zero.
Nothing like it. It's different. I go to different cities and come back here. I always find my way back here. Hey. So, but
your favorite go-go band? DC Rapid Fire.
Come on.
Gotta have a go-go band.
Come on, man. I'm sorry, please. Come on.
Oh!
Why we gotta go, man? Can we go R&B something else?
No.
But go, man, down in Anacostia, we used to have this day, MLK Day. Was it? No. Was it MLK? No.
No. You're talking about I know exactly
Memorial Day. Was that Memorial Day?
Memorial Day. You're talking about it's right here. Used to happen right here on.
No, not on the. No, this was at the park.
Oh wow!
So this was a holiday that we had.
Yeah.
You don't know what this is. No.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say Unifest, but Unifest.
No. Okay. Unifest was alright, but it went. No, this was. Damn, I want to say it was Memorial Day.
Okay.
They used to have all the bands come out, all the different concerts, and they did it. They always built a stage on the opposite side of the skating rink.
Yep.
And you pretty much had the best day. So for us being young, getting a chance to go watch go-go and play basketball all day.
Yeah.
So we stayed at Anacostia Park. Those were the days where we was down at Anacostia Park from 7 o'clock in the morning till
junkyard stuff.
till it was over. Yeah. Till they started shooting.
He gonna say the name. I'll say it till they start shooting.
Yeah, till they start shooting.
Southeast, Southside.
Yeah. But man, but those were some great days, and a lot of times for us, we did it for the basketball. We didn't really do it to watch the bands. We did it because that day, that weekend, you normally got most of the best players out of the area to come down to Concert Park and play. It was always packed. Packed. And I mean, at that point in time, I remember playing against at the down the park, Tom Sluby, what's his name? Percy, that went to Gonzaga. What was Percy's name? I'll remember in a minute. But it was, like I said, it was just so much talent, man. It was so much talent, man.
So my favorite question, DC's, in your opinion, greatest point guard?
You said DC's greatest point guard.
There's a slew of them out here.
Ooh.
Wow.
I mean, I could
Stuck.
it's a
Officially
lot.
stuck. Huh?
Yeah, I'm stuck, man. But it's a lot. But one, that comes to the top of my mind. I mean, and that's because he's one of the most successful basketball players out of this area, and that's Sherman.
Yeah.
They don't talk a lot about him,
Isn't that crazy?
in that verbiage. But come on, man, for the most part, who's done it more? Who's got more?
They'll probably say the same thing.
Yeah, and you gotta respect where respect is given.
Indeed.
Sherman in high school, he's won at every level.
Yeah.
He's played with some of the best, so you gotta give it to him.
Played on one of the most popular teams that came out of the city.
Oh yeah, 31 and 0.
At that time, at that particular time, was the only team who ever went undefeated. Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, but like you said, it's a lot. It's a lot out here, man. I mean, you got, when you start talking about basketball and level and higher and lower, you have guys that actually could have been on that pinnacle, but just didn't have that break. See what I'm saying? Like,
me.
I've seen.
No.
What you mean? No, I was like that.
No, not you.
I just got.
Not you.
I was clumsy real late.
You was close.
Oh, yeah, you put your hand down for it, Pat.
I was wiping my
Put your
eyes.
hand down.
I was wiping my eyes, man. The light in my eye. Light in my eye, man. But
The light been on for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It been
yeah, but
good.
it's been blinking.
But you ain't have to look at him like that shit you just said.
But that shit that
No, Foote's my guy there. Foote, hey, man, Foote.
we won a championship out of Ocean
Foote,
City, man.
yeah,
What y'all talking about?
Oh, God damn, you won that one out?
Oh, yeah.
But I do have to say, we did beat Baltimore.
Yeah, ooh.
Yeah, we beat Baltimore. That was a Marcel fish fight.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
that was a fish fight.
Man.
But, man,
I ain't gonna
You
lie
just
to you.
can't. Yeah,
that
I
was
mean-
one of the times where I really thought I had made it because I was on that mob. Not just the championship, the guys that that was on that particular team, man. And for Pep to actually ask me to play on that team, he could have cut me after I sat him down. After I sat him down.
that had to been after that. That had to been after. That had to been after. I was on the way down.
That must have been, he must have had
Hey,
a
wait.
few phone calls. People said, nah, I can't make it.
Yeah.
Let me call Foote.
That was one of them things where I went out to the club that night and came home. Just got home, man, and said, man, God damn, we'll go to, man, who can we get at this time? Who can we get at this
We need
time?
one more.
We need one more.
Big club calls.
Yeah, we need one more. That's all we need.
Oh man, that's all right. No, I'm sorry, ladies first. Shauna, anything? Oh, huh? I think that means no. Okay, Mark,
I'm good.
you good? Dread.
Oh yeah, blessings always. But I wanna ask though. The first bumping one that Crystal City outside?
Ooh.
But that wasn't bump and run. That was just something we threw together because we was all talking.
Alright, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's when I could play a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's when we first
because
met.
that's when we first met. Yeah, because me, you and I was going at it then. Yeah, we was going at it.
Oh, that's
Like
right. Y'all
that.
play the same. Yeah.
Yeah, we was going at it there. Then he got a, you know. Then he started, he started doing something different. That stuff that you normally rub on you and all that stuff. That type of stuff, man. And I couldn't do that, man. But we had some great games out there, man. That used to be some good rock out there.
That's when I met him and Foote was on that team.
Yeah,
So that
my guy.
the
big fella.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. It's another one, man. We got to drink too, man. That's my heart there, man. That's my love.
Auburn's finest.
Yes, sir. That's my dude,
Big
man.
fella.
My dude. So.
Lee, you good?
Yeah.
We good? I think we might be good.
You good, man? It's a wrap.
It's Tuesday.
Hey.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.